actual democracy was met with the unthinkable on June 14th. This video is intended to honor those lost and reaffirm our shared commitment to justice, safety, and democracy for all. That this is not meant to encourage us versus them thinking. Melissa Hortman, Speaker of the Minnesota House for 11 terms, and her husband Mark were tragically taken from us in their home. Melissa was a fierce advocate for education, reproductive rights, police reform, and Minnesota's clean energy future by championing the state's solar energy standard. Separately, Minnesota State Senator John Hoffman and his wife Yvette were victim of the same individual impersonating law enforcement, who remains at large. John and Yvette are thankfully expected to survive, despite John being fired upon 6 times and Yvette 5. And she heroically shielded their daughter, Hope, during the attack by throwing her own body over her. John Hoffman entered public service because of his daughter's spina bifida and served Minnesota since 2013. He was the chair of the Senate Human Services Committee. He's a passionate advocate for healthcare access, for disability services, for protection of immigrants, and honestly bipartisan progress. It is really natural to be devastated and angry and afraid. These were people who dedicated their lives to uplifting vulnerable communities, for children, for people denied any voice. Melissa believed in a future beyond this, and so did John. And Yvette put her body over her daughter. They believed that love is stronger than hate, that people are worth protecting, even at humongous personal cost. And no one should have to risk their life to fight for dignity and justice, but we are here to reduce that risk, not only for the people most vulnerable today, but for generations to come. We must name the fear and choose courage over fear. And solidarity over isolation, conviction over silence. The fact that this was inflicted upon public servants and their families is such a reminder of how urgently our values are needed. Those who speak up for justice often face the greatest resistance, not because they're weak, but because they're powerful. We've got to remember this. Democracy belongs to all of us. We grieve, of course, but we persist. We must persist.